What's up, y'all? It is Monday, March 30th, 2020. And so we're living in times where if you go out in public, out in the public streets, or even if you look at a car driver next to you, you may see people wearing face masks more than usual. I mean, 1 year ago, the only ones that were wearing face masks, either the person was sick or an Asian person. We're living in times where if you go out to any public business, if you walk up to their front door entrance, you will see on the window a statement paper telling the public on how to wash their hands. Actually, the government has sent out postcards to mailing addresses to residents in where it has good hygiene practices on how to wash your hands thoroughly for 20 seconds. Actually, only public schools on a normal basis send out those uh, postcards, pamphlets on how a student should keep good hygiene by washing their hands all the time. And so we're living in times where the unemployment rate has skyrocketed. It is now at 32%, and where earlier this year it was at 2%. So goes to show that just many people are facing unemployment during these difficult times. We're living in times where, as you know, people have done panic shopping, whether it was for toilet paper or water or such supplies. Well, at the moment, there is a gun panic shopping. Why are people buying more guns than usual? And where the majority of these gun buyers are first time gun owners. And what has sold most has been the ammo. So it goes to show that people are locked and loaded for whatever reason. I don't know. And so we're living in times of shortages, supplies shortages, anywhere from face masks to ventilators that keep people alive at the hospital. Speaking of the hospital, it's a medical war zone in where many nurses are fighting the war without armor. And so there is shortages. Even the reason there is a shortage in face masks is because the leading face mask producer, which is out in Malaysia, where they produce 67% of the face masks that get distributed worldwide, are at a halt at the moment, not producing as much face mask as they usually do. So that explains that. And there's also a shortage in condoms. And with that said, come early next year, the early months of next year, there will be pandemic babies. And so, speaking of the pandemic, um, there at the moment there is a higher rate in divorce cases. Believe it or not, the divorce business is booming. It has skyrocketed, said some attorneys, and a family therapist said that uh, the divorce rates do rise during or after a pandemic. So we're living in times where you will see many things that are abnormal. You will see many things that you've never seen before. And you're yet to see more things that you never imagined before. So the magic question is, when will this be over? Well, it's going to take time, just like everything else takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day. Just like it takes time after a surgery, there is pain. It takes time to relieve. Um, After divorce, there is pain. It takes time to heal. After attending a funeral, it takes time to mourn, grief. Speaking of funerals, this past weekend at a funeral, 17 family members that attended the funeral got infected with the COVID-19 coronavirus. So, yeah, we're living in these times. So, what to do? Prepare for the worst, pray for the best, prepare for the worst.